Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I've got 10 individual training drills to work on your passing and receiving skills. So for the first few drills, this is the setup. I've placed two cones about 1 step apart and approximately 6 feet or so away from the wall. So exercise 1, we're just using inside touches to push the ball across our body 90 degrees. So as you can see, if I start on the right hand side, I'm using the right foot to push the ball to the left and then doing the same thing in the middle of the two cones until I've made my way to the opposite side. Then I'm going to use my left foot to do the exact same thing on the way back. So very simple touches, getting an equal amount of repetitions on both feet. I'd recommend going for a minute or so, or if you want to count reps, try going for 20 to 30 reps in total. The second drill is outside touches, so the exact same pattern. This time we're just using the outside of the foot to take that directional first touch. So we're going to angle our foot slightly by inverting our toes towards the inside, and then we're going to push the ball 90 degrees. So as you can see here, pushing my toes to the inside to expose the outside of my foot so I can get a clean first touch across my body. Once again, try and go for a minute or so, or if you want to count the repetitions, go for 20 or 30, but make sure you're getting an equal amount of reps with your right and left foot. Drill 3 is back foot touches. So once again using the same pattern, but this time we're opening up our body and using the inside of our back foot. So our foot that's furthest away from the cone. So we're angling our body in the direction we want to be taking our first touch. So unlike the first drill when we take a touch with our right foot to take it to the left, now we're going to take a touch with our left foot to take it to the left and our right foot to take it to the right. So as you can see, angling my body so that I can push the ball out in front of me, almost like a miniature pass, and then latching onto it, angling my body once again to play the touch back to the wall. Once again, go for a minute straight, or if you can take 20 to 30 reps, but make sure you get an equal amount of reps with both feet. For the fourth drill, we're going to use the sole of our foot to take that directional first touch. So we're doing the exact same pattern, but this time our hips are facing forward the entire time. We're getting a good contact area with the bottom of the foot on the top of the ball and rolling it to the inside. So if we want to take our touch to the left, we're going to use our right foot and vice versa. So the exact same pattern, starting on the outside, roll to the middle and then roll to the opposite side and then take it back with the left foot too. So as you can see here, good contact area on top of the ball, squaring our hips forward, and the next touch is playing the ball back to the wall. Try and go for 20 to 30 reps or a minute straight, get an equal amount of reps on both feet. Number 5 is weighted touches. So there's a little bit of a pattern involved in this one. We're starting on the outside of the cones, we play the ball, take our touch to the inside between the cones, play another pass, then our next touch goes back in the direction that we just came from, so almost going back to the starting point. Then our third touch takes it all the way across from one cone to the other. So we're really working on varying the weight of our first touch, which is a good reflection of a match, because sometimes you'll need to keep your first touch close if you've got pressure on you, and other times if you have space you can get the touch out of your feet. So this is a look in slow motion here. So 2 small touches, and then that third touch goes all the way from one cone to the other. So again, try and go for 20 to 30 reps with this one, getting an equal amount on both feet, or if you want to go for time, go for a minute straight. This is a good one, but make sure you get the pattern down first, so you might need to start slowly, but once you've figured it out, you can increase the speed and intensity. Number 6 is L passes. So you're going to need 2 perpendicular surfaces for this one, so you can find a corner of 2 walls. You can use another rebounder or surface area to pass the ball off, or even another training partner to complete this one. So what we're doing is playing the ball, and then with the inside of the same foot we control it, then our next touch we're playing that next pass. And the goal with this one is to minimize the time between your control touch and your pass. So really want to make a sharp first touch, then be really quick to react and play the next pass. This is great if you play on the wing, or if you're a fullback, you receive the ball from a centre back or centre midfielder, and then you want to play that next touch down the line. Number 7 is turn passes. So as you can see, I've moved the bench behind me now. So you're taking the touch on the turn with the inside of the foot, so you're almost peeling around that ball. Then your next touch is playing the next pass. So this is really important, especially for you central midfielders out there. If you're receiving the ball from your centre back, if you can turn on the ball and play a pass in your next touch, you're going to get your team on the attack much quicker. So really trying to be efficient with our touches here. Once again, minimizing the time between your control and your next pass. So really work on sharpening that up. So as you can see, I'm having to pivot my hips as I'm receiving the ball to allow myself to turn. Then with my opposite foot, I'm playing my next pass. Number 8 is the inside foot spin. So I've placed the cones a little bit further away from the wall this time, probably about 10 to 15 feet or so. Then I'm playing my pass into the wall. Then as I'm receiving it, I'm checking to the ball, so making a movement to it. And then I'm receiving it with the inside of my foot and flicking it to the outside. So if I'm receiving it with my left foot, I'm flicking it to my right. And if I'm receiving it with my right foot, flicking it to the left. So trying to catch that defender off guard. As they're pressuring you, you're flicking it and then turning immediately. If you get this one right with good timing, you're going to leave that defender behind. It's a great way to get on the attack, especially you players playing in the middle or you strikers receiving it from your central midfielders and you want to turn the centre back to get a shot off. Number 9 is the outside foot spin. So again, we're working on receiving the ball on the turn, trying to spin that defender, but this time we're using the outside of the foot. So if I'm taking the touch to the right hand side, I'm going to be using my right foot and vice versa. So once again, playing it in between those cones, checking towards the ball. Then as the ball arrives, we're taking it on the spin and turning so that we can get on the spin and accelerate nice and quickly. Once again, go for 20 to 25 reps or so with this one, or you can go for a minute straight. But get that touch nice and clean close to the cone and make sure you're pivoting on the opposite foot as you take that first touch. Number 10 is the hidden spin. So once again, spinning the defender with our first touch, but this time we're using the inside of the foot but hooking it behind our standing leg. And what I want you to notice with this one is as the ball's arriving, you'll see sometimes I'll check over my shoulder quickly, and even though I know nobody's behind me, I'm just getting in a good habit. So I definitely recommend using this in your own training sessions, just getting in that good healthy habit so that it becomes second nature during a match. And of course you want to be light on your toes so you're more agile on the turn as well. And as a bonus, I've included the no touch turn. So for this one, you're not even touching the ball, which is why I didn't even include it in the first 10, but it's a great way to turn a defender if you use it in the right scenario. So as the ball's coming towards you, you're making a checking movement towards the ball, making the defender thinking you're going to control it, and then you allow it to roll across you and you turn and accelerate immediately. So as you can see, bending the knee, allowing it to roll across me so that I can accelerate away nice and agile. So there we go guys, those are the 10 drills that you can use to master your passing and receiving skills. Be sure to check out the rest of the channel for more individual training sessions like this. And before you go, if you did enjoy today's video, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. If you enjoyed today's training session and you want to take your first touch to the next level, check out CONTROLLO, my very own 7-day first touch training program. The 7-day program contains over 60 exercises to challenge your first touch in all different ways so you're more comfortable with your first touch. Check out the link in my description, which will take you over to my website where you can get the program.